Teams, so it would be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? The guys up front line up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Jamania. He's found some room with the 45. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Here's a 1st and 10 play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain. In the gun, and they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here.
Tackle at the 2-yard line. So now on comes the field goal. It's a fake, trying to run for it. They've got him, and he is short of 1st-down yards. The fake doesn't work. So the gamble does not pay off. They might regret passing up the 3 points. Retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They'll hand it off. Tiny space at the 20. Tackle made after a big gain. So quickly up to the 35-yard line for 1st down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
He stopped just short of that 1st-down marker, inches away from it.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a 1st down.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Just trying to get rid of it. Oh, that's just a throwaway there on 3rd down. And now a 4th down play coming up.
And the quarterback here just threw this football away on 3rd and short. It's time to wonder about this running game right now. If on 3rd and short you decide to throw for it, maybe they're looking to give the defense a new look or maybe keep them guessing. Let's see what they do here on 4th down.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Here comes a handoff. The Gators are moving quickly down the field.
What a nice first in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run the option. Has the 1st down still on the move. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Gators have 1st and 10 here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block it.
Ball is free in the backfield. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Wow, the defense makes a huge play. They were able to poke the ball away from the receiver, but the offense was quicker to get to the ball, so they retained possession.
And he'll get there. Touchdown, Florida. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold, no-calling, great execution to reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16, with the better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Quick throw to the left. And it's complete downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz. You hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
This, Chris, the safety reads the quarterback's eyes perfectly and saw the throw before it even happened.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. He was a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Hands off to the fullback. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year, but with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, I always get a kick on how much advice defensive players get on third down. You can hear the bench screaming, the crowd is screaming, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear him say, watch the fullback. And then he just slips through for a first down.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The big fullback's got it here. Aiming for the end zone. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
And just like that, you go from knocking on the door, ready to put points on the board, to taking a sack. A As we all know, when you move down inside the 10-yard line and you decide to throw the ball, things happen fast. You've got to make quick decisions and get the ball out of your hands.
They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. They add the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Off the play fake on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first.
And the punt coverage team able to touch it, so no return on the play.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with. I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Try to catch the defense with the draw. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run.
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Finally brought down at the 8-yard line. A huge play, and suddenly they're in great scoring position.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Second down and goal upcoming. And the quarterback dropping back. The pocket breaking down. They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
And the junior gets home making a sack there.
Chris, third down here, they throw the football, which I have no problem with down inside this 10-yard line. But the big thing is the quarterback has got to do a better job working through his progressions to give himself a chance. The last thing he wants to do is take a sack, and now they're facing fourth down. Now, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. comes the Miami offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. An inside give now from the shotgun. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change...
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
The defensive end gets in there and comes up with a sack. They were in a 4-3 when the pass rush came off the edge and made a big play.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. No fair catch, looking to make a return here. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. The Gators offense retakes the field. Looking to build on this lead on this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Pitch to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. Oh, look at the quick cut. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
So here comes the kicking team onto the field. They'll settle for 3. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to the lead. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Get some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They'll stroll into the end zone. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching.
Now here comes the point after attempt. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the rivals start. The Florida offense retakes the field. They've got the lead, but had to settle for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. And he's got it already past the first down marker. They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He's running out of time here. Gives the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Gets into space at the 50. He's brought down, but not before getting in enemy territory at the plus 47. The Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. here's the handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. It's the 2-minute warning. You've got a blowout developing here before halftime.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And he scores. Touchdown, Florida.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they start at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. That's reeled in. It's Shimania. That'll pick up a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 38. They bring it down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Looking to throw now on 1st down. And he's got it. Brought down that crosses midfield to the 46. The Canes come to the line to run the hurry up. First down. Looking to throw the football. Hits the running back in the flat. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
One thing I love about this man is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Completion makes it 2nd down. Back to throw again. Defense is coming after him. And the timeout is called. Talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. 1st half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. And he punts it out of bounds, so no return. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This offense has been clicking so far. They get aggressive, go for more before halftime. The pickup is 7 yards, now 2nd and 3. They'll run it to the right side. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Holding.
Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Here's the 2nd down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. The catch is made for a huge pickup. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
but they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the senior calls his own number, keeps this drive moving. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Clock stops. Timeout taken by the offense. The Hurricanes will have 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Now it's second down here. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Bringing pressure. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. There's no one to throw to there on 3rd down. And now it's a 4th down coming up.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And it's incomplete. Trying for a big play there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
The Canes will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Gators offense retakes the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first-half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the 3rd. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Launching it downfield. He's got it for a big gain. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Running out of time in the pocket. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
Tackle at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. That's a second and goal play for the offense. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Florida. And the beatdown continues. Well, the energy really building now, but they're not careful. This could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. One of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Returner looking to create better field position. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Keeping it on the ground here. They keep feeding the running back, but he's had nowhere to go tonight. They've been dominant on the line of scrimmage. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to scramble. He breaks free. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down. The Hurricanes will send their punt team onto the field. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. And this punt will back the offense up near the 5-yard line.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Are you kidding me? That's how you flip the field in your favor. That's for the brand. What an absolute bomb. And they've hidden him inside the 5-yard line.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. We get him down. The gain is to about the 12.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Someone moved this a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards.
False start, offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. Second down play here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double cover.
It's a run to the left. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, you can't criticize this coach for being too conservative, can you? This guy's going for it on fourth down deep in his own territory. You have to have the utmost confidence in your offense to be able to execute that. And in this case, they proved him right.
Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31. The Gators pick up enough for a first down. Oh, it's a reverse. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. Fourth down coming up. And the Gators will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to Booteroo Wayne now. Fair catch made at the 20. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Second down play coming up. And now the running back's got it again. Gets some space around the 30. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. That's an important first down on that running play. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
The completion sets up a second down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. The ball is caught. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Makes the catch downfield. The ball is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on a ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
The offense starts in the shadow of their own end zone. It's an option look. He'll pitch it. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Same tailback, another carry. On the defense, wraps him up behind the line of scrimmage to conclude the third quarter of play. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. We got some ground to make up, second and long from the 15. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. Checks this down to the running back.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Well, somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage.
False start, offense.
Pretty easy call for the... Accept that penalty, of course. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Finds a receiver wide open. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The Gators lining up here on 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover.
Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Gators. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Well, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them. Great execution. They put another touchdown up on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. set to kick the ball off now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to a 39. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Completion makes it second and short. DB's backing off from the line now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. On the run, he'll let it go. He makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Looking to throw yet again. Pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Second down after that previous play.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So now it's third and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. But let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Can he get there on the ground?
Going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
He's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Secondary backed up off the ball now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to.
And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown for the U.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I'm not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Going after, not right through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the Florida offense retakes the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. And see if they can do it again. They'll tackle him at the 27.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. And that will pick up the first down. Spotted it from 38.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Florida. And this one is getting ugly. They'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's escaping the pocket now. And the freshman making an impact play there.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Short pass finds the tight end. But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make... Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Now they'll run it on the toss. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But there's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time the defense is in position and they tackle him for a loss.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on third down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. The Gators looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it with the option. They get him down, and that's how this game will end. Clock at 0-0. There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides for a matchup like this to begin the season, Kurt. That's a big W on a big stage here early.
Well, you get through camp, you wonder how the season's going to get started, and they cannot be any happier. Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum as we go through the first half of the season.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.